What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Welcome back. I am at GreenLightDFS.com for this video. I'm on the Greenlight Optimizer, which you have access to with any membership packages at Greenlight DFS. Has my personal projections that I'm liking for GPPs in here, so you're able to build, and have it build for you, or you could build yourself on the lineup builder. I'm on the lineup builder portion of it, and I'm just going to kind of go through my top plays. Obviously, I'm going to do my core five guys that I believe you should start your lineups with today, and then go from there. We have absolutely been hot. We've had three near takedowns in like the last 7 days. We've been putting up huge numbers. And baseball has really been starting to take off. Like I've been telling y'all all season, MLB is a big profitable season. It's been a big season for me the last 4 years straight, and it's going to be once again. And we've been smashing baseball DFS once again. We are on a super hot streak and just looking to continue it, man. Also, I'll be doing DFS videos all week. As long as we don't have an early MLB DFS video, I will be making these videos every day. All right. I know I've been slacking on the DFS videos a little bit, but I'm back to making sure I do them every single day. As long as we don't have an early slate that I need to lock into early, I'll definitely get these videos out. All right. Now, I really like what I'm starting off for today, man. Since it's another big day at Greenlight, let's get it. So, first and foremost, Valdez and Merrill Kelly are the two pitchers I've been rolling with. Um, Multiple reasons for this. Now, Chicago is missing, debatably their best bat in Nico Horner. So their offense is nowhere near as good as it normally could be. Framber Valdez is a very solid pitcher. Yes, you're spending a good bit on him, but honestly, on this slate, he just feels by far the safest option. Uh, and there's a plethora of hitter value to be able to make you be able to get whatever pitchers you want. I know there is a game in cores, so immediately everyone's going to stack up cores. Obviously, I'm going to have a play in cores, but obviously, I'm not going to stack up cores in the high five. You know, if you want to get exposure to cores, that's going to be the best hitter environment every single time that there's a game in course field. You know that that's going to be the best hitter environment on the slate, but that doesn't necessarily mean guys are going to hit the ball and hit the ball hard and put up runs. It doesn't necessarily mean any of that. And in DFS, MLB DFS, where you know the value, where the ownership is going to be, it's definitely a smart idea to pivot off to a lower owned strategy. So I'm not saying I'm not going to have any Cincinnati, Colorado, because that would be stupid to fade it entirely. But to get the good plays based off data in the lineup on them, yes. But I'm not going to shove people in just because it's a high total. And we're going to talk about a guy that I love that every box is checked for, and the data really loves when it comes to that bat. But what I'm saying is there's a game in course, but there's also amazing value at hitters. So always get your pitching first, get your pitching right, and then figure your hitters out next. And with the value that we have at hitters today, I feel like you're pretty easily able to get whatever pitchers you need. Get the safest pitchers, guys with the good solid floors, and these are them. Framber Valdez and Merrill Kelly, and their matchups are fantastic. Merrill Kelly is in Oakland, a pitcher-friendly ballpark. Bad Oakland offense, only 8-8, has been consistent this season. Arizona expected to get an easy W here in this matchup. And so I love Merrill Kelly and Valdez as my pitchers to start off with. All right. At third base, possibly a lone spot. I really love Boston. Boston's offense really sticks out to me. I really love them a lot here in their matchup against Kirby. Rafael Devers has been mashing righties. That's no surprise. He's a very consistent bat versus righties, plain and simple. But Kirby's main pitches get mashed by Devers as well. So if you really look at the data behind the scenes, like the fastball, and I believe it's the sinker that Kirby likes to throw to lefties as well, Devers smash. Devers smashes them, and it's just a fantastic spot for Devers here in what is a high Boston total that a lot of people might sleep on because there's a game in course. And a lot of people, you know how it is, man. People like to take the short route the quickest way possible, and they like to just look at the top Vegas totals. People lean too heavily on Vegas in DFS and player props and everything. So you know they're immediately going to stack up Cincinnati, Colorado. Getting sneaky and going Boston at home here is definitely an interesting offense to get exposure to. Now, when it comes to that high-owned offense, the guy that really sticks out to me that I need exposure to is going to be Jake Fraley. He's going to have that lefty-righty matchup. He's only 4-2 in cores, and he's absolutely been mashing, man. He mashes righties amazing. Seabold, all of Seabold's main pitches that he's going to throw at Fraley, he's going to smash. He's just overall been a fantastic option here. And I mean, there's just nothing Seabold can throw that Fraley won't hit well in this matchup. And with it being in cores in a hitter friendly environment like this, I think Fraley has the upside to really go crazy. Fraley, Jonathan India are two guys that really stuck out to me early in my early research. Um, One of the guys that I think might be high on Steer. There's some questionable things on Steer that, the main pitches that he's going to see from Seabold, he really has not been making much contact against. So that's a little worrisome for Steer. Sure, he could break out and have a good game in course, but, the data doesn't fully support him. So if he's going to be super high owned, getting low owned and going like a Cassis alone guy from Boston or Kirilloff from Minnesota, who's also good value. Those guys are all solid options. Speaking of value, I'm going to get into Dominic Fletcher. Dominic Fletcher has been absolutely ridiculous this season versus righties. And the problem here for Racinski, the pitcher he's going to be facing for Oakland, is he has been so bad versus lefties. He's been giving up so much power, over like a 360 ISO versus left-handed bats this season. So Dominic Fletcher at 2-4 is just in a fantastic position to just have a huge game here. The dude had a on May 12th, he got 28. On May 13th, he got 30. He has just shown how much upside this kid really has. And in a spot like this for Arizona, where they're like the third highest projected total team as well, Vegas loves it, and there's data supporting these guys heavily. So the lefties of Arizona are very interesting to me. Like I said, Racinski has struggled badly versus lefties, so I'm definitely interested in some lefty guys from Arizona as well, and they're going to be a low-owned stack to get exposure to. I like some San Diego. Um, what else? What other offense has I? Kirilloff, like I said, I mentioned Minnesota's Kirilloff. He's a solid value option. If I go off of here, and then I look at point per salary for bats, Matt McLean is a possible guy that'll be in that Cincinnati offense at bare min 2K. He has been mashing with a lot of power at the AAA level. We'll have to see how that translates to the major leagues, but he's been hitting like a over 300 ISO in AAA, so he's got some power. He's got some pop in his bat. I believe he's pretty fast too. Not 100%, but I believe he's pretty fast. So Matt McLean is an interesting option. Alex Kirilloff is one of my other favorite values. I mentioned him multiple times. Dominic Fletcher, obviously, I have in the high five. Tristan Cassis. As you can see, there's just a solid amount of 2K area value that's definitely doable. Matt McLean, we don't have a ton of information on him off of except for going off what he's been doing in AAA. And like I said, in AAA, he's got like a huge ISO. He's hitting the ball very hard. He's got a lot of power in his bat. And so he's a guy that could definitely come through for only 2K. For 2K, you don't really need much out of him. Honestly, he could get a 0 as long as your other guys that you're getting upgrades to from him, from having that bare min 2K guy, end up going off and doing what you expect him. I mean, he's good. He's fine, whatever he does. So he's definitely an interesting value. And we have him popping because in GPP lineups, he's a great plug-in today. All right, but that's it. We got Framber Valdez and Merrill Kelly. Just feel like the safest pitchers on this slate that you can go with. And with the value options we have at bats, I think that you just spend up for the best pitching and go on from there. Rafael Devers is a low-owned third base. I believe should be low-owned, seeing that there's a game in Coors. Rafael Devers is in a fantastic spot here against Kirby. Lefty-righty matchup mashes Kirby's favorite pitches versus lefties. Devers has been having a great season versus righties as normal. And he's just in a fantastic spot today. Jake Fraley for Cincinnati is my favorite Cincinnati bat. One of my favorite Cincinnati bats, if not the favorite Cincinnati bat that I have. I really love Jonathan India as well. He's got solid numbers too. But Jake Fraley at 4-2 just really sticks out to me as a low price guy to get exposure to that total in that spot, and all the data backs him as well. And then Dominic Fletcher is the spend down guy. Instead of Dominic Fletcher, you could easily go Cassis or you could go Kirilloff. There's plenty of those 2K range guys that have a ton of potential today that I definitely like. Or you could go Matt McLean even. Whatever you want to do. But Dominic Fletcher is a guy I'm sticking with because he's lefty and he's shown tremendous upside. And Racinski, the Oakland pitcher that he's facing, has been struggling versus lefties, giving up a huge ISO, over 300 ISO. So guys are hitting the ball very hard versus him. It helps his case a little bit. They're in a pitcher-friendly ballpark in Oakland, but Dominic Fletcher at only 2.4 could really do a bunch of damage for that price tag. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get it. Let's stay hot. GreenlightDFS.com. You already know, man. Lock in. Basketball will be back tomorrow, and then we'll be doing the NBA showdowns and all that good stuff, as well as staying hot on MLB, man. Let's get it. Let's get that takedown. Let's get at the top of contest again for our fourth time over the last like 6, 7 days. It's been an amazing run, and let's just keep it going, man. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I'm out.